Welcome to Quest Friends. Hereafter, it's me, Hallie, your DM. GM, that's me. I'm your game master today because we're doing a special session. It's kind of like the flashback things we did in season 1.
In that it's a flashback?
Yeah, and it's a session.
Except Hallie's the one GMing the flashbacks instead of Kyle.
That's correct. I get to GM the flashback.
And it's 2 players instead of 1, and it's in the middle of an arc rather than in between arcs.
Yeah, so as you can see, there are some key differences. So, welcome to Quest Friends. I'm Hallie, she, her, and I'm the GM today.
Hello there, people in podcast country. I am Kyle Decker, he, him. I am playing Mateo Mejia Cervantes. How close is that? I should have Googled this.
It's with a S. It's Cervantes, not Cervantes.
I'm Kyle playing Mateo Mejia Cervantes. I'm playing Mateo, he, him, the journalist who talks to creatures.
I'm Ari, she, her. I'm playing Quique, the opportunist who adapts, he, him.
All right, Quique and Mateo.
Yes.
You're at a wedding.
Okay.
No, the wedding's already happened. You're at the reception is what I should have said.
Okay, was I invited to this wedding?
I don't know. Were you?
I wasn't.
No, absolutely not.
Neither of you. You're both wedding crashers? Good, that's the answer that I wanted. So, why did you crash the wedding of Florence and Medici?
Oh my God. So the couple is Florence and Medici?
Yeah, Medici.
Florence and Medici. Okay.
Florence and Medici.
Well, taking a look at Wikipedia, the House of Medici was an Italian banking family and political dynasty that first consolidated power in the Republic of Florence under Cosimo de' Medici during the first half of the 15th century.
Yeah, he doesn't matter.
The family originated in the Mugello region of Tuscany and prospered gradually until it was able to fund the Medici Bank. That sounds intriguing, and that's why I'm here.
You were like, bank.
Yeah. You see all these people talking just like, hey, what's going on? Hey, did you hear this interesting thing? And like the nice mood lighting by like the punch bowl. I don't know if there was a punch bowl in the era that we're at.
There is now.
It's a goblet. The punch bowl is a goblet. They're just sitting there like, hey, did you hear something intriguing? And they don't notice, but the perceptive person would notice that the mood lighting just got a little bit warmer as just casually standing by the punch bowl is a tall, young-looking man with cat-like eyes, fox-like ears, long flowing hair, a goatee, a long journalist coat, and fake glasses that cover his 2 main eyes. But where the light comes from is a 3rd flaming eye. Mateo is standing there pretending to eat the snacks, but in reality, as a vampire who feeds on intrigue, he's feeding on all the juicy gossip.
Because you are overhearing all this gossip, you hear a lot of things like, yes, the bank has been closed for quite some time, hasn't it? That's what posh Italians sounded like in the 16th century. Obviously.
I mean, that's kind of, that's not super juicy. It's been for some time, so like...
Okay, well, these are rich people, so for quite some time, they mean like 3 days.
Okay.
But is it known that this bank is like, is it a known thing?
Oh yeah, the Bank of Medici? Sure.
Yeah.
The Bank of Medici is a very known thing.
And it's known that it's closed?
Yeah, because a lot of people in this weird nega version of Florence that I have made use the Bank of Medici for all their banking purposes.
Okay, I have an idea. So Quique crashed the wedding because he suspects that Flick the alchemist was in fact invited, has something to do with the Bank of Medici closing. He has really no leads to follow up on this, really, or like to have this theory, but he thinks it's right. He has done some conspiracy theory board before coming here, because he's on the look for Flick the alchemist, who is a disgrace to the profession of alchemy. So he's also standing... He looks pretty much like he has always looked, except somehow younger, despite the fact that he's a skeleton. So I don't know how
he's still a skeleton.
He's just a little more polished.
He also has a goatee, somehow. And he also has long hair that's straight from his skeleton scalp. and doesn't wear glasses. So he's like young and hip, even though he's old at heart.
Yeah.
And he also has a little journalist notebook where he is writing his detectiving things next to the punch.
Tragically, this is pre-sunglasses, so he can't be too hip.
It is pre-sunglasses, yeah.
Fascinating. A closed bank. You don't happen to know anything about this, do you? Mateo, we'll say Quique is right to his right. He looks to his left, and he talks to a piter that is just hanging from the ceiling.
The camera pans.
Because I have the skill of interacting with creatures, and I have the ability talks to creatures.
Okay.
Which means I can get a pretty good idea of what animals are thinking.
Okay. The piter responds, "Redip, redip, redip." And the general gist you get is, I don't fucking know, I'm a piter.
Fascinating. Well, I suppose I'm gonna have to... Looks at Quique, looks him up and down. Looks like I'll have to find out myself. Now, if you'll excuse me, and I want to walk behind Quique. And can we say that Quique has some sort of alchemy thing on him that, like, I've kind of figured out that he works with alchemists?
Yeah, maybe like even within his notebook, like he's writing the clues on one side of the page and in the other he has a lot of alchemy formulas.
I, picking this out, want to walk by and just effortlessly pickpocket from Quique some sort of alchemy thing, like a let's say there's like the alchemist's coin or something.
Yeah, they all have a membership card.
Yeah.
If you're an alchemist, you have a card.
A punch card?
Yeah, a punch card.
I want to try to steal his punch card, which would be sneak.
Okay.
Can I like roll an opposing thing to see if I notice, or is he being super sneak?
How I typically do it is if one of us is kind of doing something on the other person, I roll against his stats. So I have a slick of 0. Ari has a slick of 2, so that would be a -2 to my roll.
I gotcha. Okay.
Technically, actually, I should roll with advantage because I'm using my finger yes gloves, which are my signature item.
You are using your finger yes gloves. Imagine a thing that bears your fingers to the air, helping you in a thieving roll.
No, it's the opposite. So finger less gloves.
Oh my god, that's right. It's just fingers. Finger yes, never mind. Yeah, take your thing.
Yeah, finger yes only cover the fingers.
I hate it.
Take your point.
So because I'm using that, I'm using books, which is +2, which equals out Ari's.
Oh my god.
And I get to roll with advantage. That means I get a 10 overall.
Okay, I guess you take Quique's membership card. You have gotten your quarry. Quique doesn't notice because he is just too enthralled
with the mystery. He doesn't notice like Mateo's stealing anything, but if he passes like by his side, he does that thing like in 101 Dalmatians where Perdita just like looks at Pongo where he passes like,
Like you're checking him out?
Yeah, because he's aromantic, but he's not asexual. You know?
I don't want to date this guy, but I'm willing to do other things.
Exactly.
It is a welcome break from the conversation you were having, which is going something like, so then I painted again on Tuesday, and I still wasn't done, so I went back on Wednesday. And I still wasn't done, so I went back on Thursday.
Oh my god.
And then I took a break. But I still wasn't done because I took a break. And you really wish Michelangelo would shut up about the frickin' Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, I knew it was Michelangelo. I was going to say, is this Michelangelo?
Yeah, he's a real drip. And then he notices you like glancing over when someone else passes. And then he'll add, am I boring you?
Oh, you're talking to me.
Oh god, I am boring you. You didn't even know I was talking to you. This happens all the time. I've talked to a ceiling for such a long time that I forgot how to talk to like a real person. Maybe this is why they made me paint the ceiling in the first place.
No, I totally was fascinated by your talk about paintings. Were you ever commissioned to paint a bank, Medici's bank, for instance?
Like, paint a picture of the bank or paint inside the bank?
Paint inside the bank. Like, do you know how
because the answer is no to both, so I don't actually know why I bothered to ask. But you know what? Raphael designed the doors, so you could talk to him.
So they're gonna be just Ninja Turtles in the Medici.
Yeah, they're all for, yeah. Raphael's not even from the right time period, but I don't care.
Listen, they could be dead.
I know, we could be in the hereafter. I didn't specify. So, yeah, Raphael, he designed the doors. They hired him. He did a good job. I think they should have some color on them. But I also don't really, I've got the whole chapel to do. So it's not like I'd have time anyway. But if you wanna, Raphael's more interesting anyway. You can go, yeah, you can ask him about the doors.
I might be a dick and
Like you're already gone? Like in the middle of Michelangelo's sentence?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't even need the tools. Just the image came to me, Raphael is just regaling a crowd with the story of how he punched a rock into a sculpture. Hang on, let Hallie Google
What Raphael does.
who did the David statue. God damn it!
That was Michelangelo.
I know, that was Michelangelo! Ah!
It's the same guy.
It's the same guy.
Is Raphael taking credit for Michelangelo's work?
You know what? That's intrigue we're throwing in here now. Yeah, so the shape just came to me in a dream, and so I punched it into the rock, and it was like divinity itself was channeling through it into my hands, and I named that statue David.
He's gonna approach Sai at this less than riveting conversation to see if he can get anything from this guy. Like, oh, so you are the kind of artist that does it with your fists. That's really impressive.
Yeah.
I've heard that you also worked on the door of the bank. Did you also punch that door into existence? I'm really curious as somebody that has some artistic interests. And
you're an artist too? What do you do? What do you art?
Oh, I was really into claymation.
Wow, that's like a less manly form of sculpture. My art, I just give it the old 1-2.
Yeah. Did you also do that with the bank's door?
Yeah. See, I did the old 1-2 that time because I made 2 doors. There's one in the front and one in the back.
That's very, very...
Yeah, it was real smart.
Very impressive.
Yeah, they didn't want a back door because they were like, why would a bank need a back door? That's for criminals. And I was like, no. You need 2 doors. I can't do the old 1-2 if there's not 2 doors.
Do you always do things in pairs?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes it's the old 3-4, but sometimes it's a pair. Life's better when you've got a pair.
Yeah, I could maybe see that. I'm not very into pairings myself.
Oh, you didn't bring a date to the wedding or anything like that?
Nah, I'm not really into that. I work solo on my life, but
I work solo on my life. Right, so just the one then.
Just the one.
Just the one.
Just the one. The one is how I operate.
Mateo, what are you doing?
I'm going to say as he leaves, Mateo just around the corner is trying to mimic Quique's grimace.
Why?
He looks down at the little business coin, which will say has like a picture emblazoned on it, but this one is just Quique like dead-faced. So just trying to like replicate it, talking to himself like, Aurelio, people sure like talking to you, Mr. Aurelio Enrique Ueso Canaca, reading from the coin. But who is it that you wish to talk to? I've spent this time, even though I am a vampire, hence having flesh with a third eye, because our hair is similar, I'm doing my best to look like Quique.
Okay.
And I want to use stumbling into adventure, where I can try to find a particular character, creature, or general direction forward. I want to find what Quique's looking for.
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to roll with heart.
Okay.
And that's a failure.
Nice.
So I find something worse.
You find something worse than what Quique is after.
Yeah.
You find Lionel.
Hey!
I'm Lionel. This is his voice. Hey, Quique, buddy.
Oh no.
Quique, what are you doing over there?
Oh, hello there.
Quique, you're such a jokester. Do you like, and for the first time you notice that Lionel is wearing dark glasses that he has not taken off, but he like flips them. And he's like, I got kind of a headache, and it was just so splitting. The light was aggravating my migraine here, so I invented these nifty things to block out the light called sunglasses. Aren't they nice?
Oh, well, my dear chum, they are. And I look at the coin and I make a dead, angry grimace. Absolutely fantastic.
Hi, Quique, these make it real hard to see, but I can see that smirk through anywhere. How ya been, chum?
You know, things have been going quite well. I was just, well, I admit I've forgotten what it was I was looking for.
You forgot? Quique, you'd lose your head if it wasn't attached to your body. Would you lose it always? Because you lose it all the time.
Because I'm a skeleton, yes, exactly.
Because you're a skeleton. I'm a skeleton. You get it? It's a skeleton humor.
Yes, we are fellow skeletons.
Yeah, what did you want? There's really good punch. Did you see Michelangelo's over there? Raphael's here, Leonardo's here, Donatello's here, the whole gang is here.
My stomach growls when I hear Michelangelo. Not out of like, ooh, I want something to eat, but out of like, I know I will starve if I go by him. Like, it is active uneating when I am by Michelangelo. Yes, the whole gang there. Chum, Ola, friend. By chance, is that who we're here to talk to, or
what?
I want to roll C into the heart to see if this guy has any idea what's going on.
Okay.
The answer will surprise you.
I fail, so the GM asks you a simple question on behalf of your target.
Well, your target currently thinks you're Quique, so Lionel's question is just, you want to come over later this week? I want to come play some canasta.
He can tell that this person he is talking to really has no interest in ever seeing him again.
Quique, you're such a jokester, so I'll see you Friday then.
Yes, I'll see you on Friday for
canasta, the thing I just invited you to.
Right, yes, canasta. I will see you then. You know what? Why don't you invite Michelangelo?
You know, Quique, I'm a really nice guy. I don't think I can have Michelangelo in my house.
Consider it a request from your good friend Mateo. Catching himself at the last minute, Mateo spins his blunder into yet another gift for Quique. You know what? We're such good friends, I don't think Quique is a good enough nickname. Consider it a request from your good friend Yayo. I have no lead, so I guess I'll go to Donatello.
Are we finding any information from these turtles?
I'm gonna go to Donatello, nervously pacing and scratching my eyeball. Or right next to my third eyeball, because something interesting is around the corner.
It's weird that you think something interesting is around the corner, because Donatello's he's sitting there. He's reading a book.
Is he eating pizza?
He's been social for a while, and he's out there for a breather. He's like away from the crowd, just chillaxing.
All right, I'm gonna walk up. Donatello, was it?
Oh, you do know my name.
Of course I know your name. I know everyone here. May I take a seat next to you, friend?
Okay. He scooches.
I'm going to sit down next to Donatello.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch your name.
Oh, yes. My apologies. My name is Aurelio Enrique Ueso Canaca.
Aurelio, it's nice to meet you. You already know my name. That's why you said it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I am, looking at the coin, I am a gold star alchemist, and I am fascinated in your work, my friend.
And my work as a sculptor?
Yes, your work. You know, I was just talking to a friend about, what was it? Your work in the, something about this event was reminding me of it.
I do a lot of work for the Medicis.
Oh, right. Yes, that Medici bank. Didn't you do something there?
The bank? Yeah, I did the doors.
What?
Mateo's eye, which was going to flame up, just shuts abruptly. Oh, I see. Well, fine work as always. They look fantastic. Have a great day, Donatello.
Oh, you don't want to hear more about my doors? Because, when I said I think that you should have some side doors, like some doors on the side, they weren't too keen on that. They said something about criminals, and I was like, but it's weird to have just, it's weird to have just the front and the back. What if there's a fire?
As he says that, a flame emerges from Mateo's forehead eye. And I'm going to just quickly grab a hat from someone walking by to cover my head with it. Side doors, you say?
Yeah, side doors. There's 2 on the sides, and those are the ones that I made.
But I thought Raphael was in charge of doors.
He only says that because he got to design the front door and the back door.
But you're saying the side doors, well, side door. You'll never underestimate the side thing.
Never underestimate the side door. A lot of people, you go in the bank the front way. If you're a customer or if you're doing like a hold up, but like if you need to get out because somebody's doing a hold up, the side doors are the best way because everyone's going to run to the back door and close that off. But like you don't expect a side door. I even, because I'm such a good sculptor, blended them in with the masonry so they don't even look like real doors.
Blended them in with the masonry?
Yes, because I am
because of all sorts of hold-ups and bandits and thieves.
Yeah, so they can't get in.
Of course.
That way, but you can get out that way, and so it's a secret. So it increases safety, which I keep telling the Medicis is really important. And there's artistry in making something blend into the wall. All Raphael does is punch. I blend.
You certainly do, friend. What were you planning?
Me? I wasn't planning anything. I'm just making doors.
Oh, right. Mateo, who is looking at the coin of Quique's grim face, just closes it back up. Yes, of course, you weren't planning. Well, you were planning the side doors, and fantastic job you did with those, by the way.
Thank you. People don't notice them because I explicitly made them unnoticeable, just like me.
Well, I noticed them, and I notice you. My good friend is planning a party, actually.
Oh my god.
You should ask Michelangelo all about it.
Why are you doing that?
Michelangelo got an invite before I did?
He really needed a win. So last announcement break, I had talked about Future in a Flash. If you don't remember, Future in a Flash is the Flashback Future spin-off series that I release every Friday. Each episode is about 5 to 10 minutes, and our fans over on the Discord, which can include you, decide what happens next. I just wanted to quickly let you know that after hearing everyone's requests, I have put Future in a Flash up on every major podcasting app, so you can find it linked on our website or the podcasting app of your choice. That's all I've got for you today. We will continue with the second half of Quique's flashback, whatever I end up naming this, next time. But if you'd like additional short stories, podcasts, or behind-the-scenes insights, you can find them at patreon.com/questfriends. I'll see you there.
Meanwhile, Quique, you've approached Leonardo da Vinci.
I have.
Da Vinci.
Leonardo da Turtle.
Leonardo da Turtle. You can't tell if he's a turtle or a Da Vinci. You just don't know.
You just don't know. Maybe both.
Maybe both. The lighting is...
A Vinci is a very unknown type of dead.
The lighting is dark hair. Leonardo is... He also has like a sketchbook like you do.
Ah, okay. Quique will approach the last one of the crew.
Last one of the crew.
Hello, my dear Sir Leonardo. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. You're very famous on the artist circles, particularly with your very intriguing form of art, where you don't know if your art is smiling or your art is sad, but it is beautiful in either way. What secrets is it hiding? Specifically, the one that I have more of an intrigue is your art within the banks of the Medici. Trying to do some flattery to see if that gets me anywhere.
Luckily for you, Leonardo da Vinci is a fucking sap.
These are very sad men.
These are very sad men. These Renaissance men. I didn't intend to be them that way, but here they are. Oh, you know my work? He's British now.
Yeah, I am quite familiar with your very secretive works.
Yes, I do quite a bit of secretive work. I, Leonardo da Vinci. I did some work for the Medici Bank. Not my best, admittedly, but it's hard to make locks true artistry. These are my inventions.
Ah, so you invented the locks.
I did. I made the locks for all 4 doors in that bank.
4 doors? Quique is gonna do the math meme a little bit and look at his notebook and be like, what do you mean 4 doors? Wasn't there a front and a back door? The old one too?
Yes, the old one too. I assume you've been talking to Raphael. He's very fond of the front door and the back door. But I hear tell there were 2 other doors designed as well. Actually, I don't hear tell. I just know because I made the locks for them.
You designed the locks.
I designed the locks. I'm tricky like that. These other doors are located on the side. You can't see them from the outside. Some of Donatello's best work. He's very good at blending in.
Intriguing. So is it a possibility that even though the main front and back doors are locked, that other doors may not be locked and people don't know it? How fancy and secretive are your locks?
Trust me, those doors are locked.
All 4 doors are locked?
All 4 doors are locked. My locks. They cannot be picked.
Cannot be picked?
They cannot be picked.
Are they fully unpickable?
Well, I am Leonardo da Vinci. You would need the key to get through those.
Ah, the key, you say? And I assume the Medicis usually keep the key? Is it a key that cannot be replicated by, say, alchemy arts?
Your pondering makes me very curious, friend.
You know, 'cause I assume you have some insider knowledge about all of these things. You, the great Leonardo.
This I do, but I will only share it with a fellow alchemist.
Ah, well, you are in luck, because Quique is gonna try to get into his pocket and try to be like, I am such a renowned alchemist. And then it's gonna be like the little exclamation points on an anime. They're question looking through his pocket frantically. Well, you see, the alchemist coins are outdated.
What?
Not everybody carries them anymore. Now, in order to know that you're a true alchemist,
what?
You have to say the code word full metal, and then
there's a code word?
The code word full metal, which I have said.
But the point of alchemy is to make things not full metal.
Which proves that I am, in fact, an alchemist of great renown. I want to use Why Would I Lie to...
They've changed the rules on me.
Changed the rules on alchemy.
The code, they changed the rules. This is simply.
The point is that as a fellow member of the alchemical arts, I can partake on the secrets. And he's going to do eyebrows raised, even though he's a skeleton and doesn't have eyebrows.
Well, wait. So you have a mullet and you have facial hair, but we're drawing the line at eyebrows.
Correct.
Eyebrows are just a step too far.
Yes, correct.
Okay, just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page.
We're all on the same page.
A true brother in the alchemical brotherhood. Yes, with you I will share my secrets.
Tell me your secrets.
Although I was not privy to the making, I do hear that in addition to the 4 keys that unlock each of the doors, there is one master key that unlocks all 4.
A master key.
Yes, a true masterpiece of alchemy. This master key took parts from all 4 pre-existing keys and melded them into one.
Intriguing. Can that key be replicated, that master key?
Whether that key, itself a replica of many other keys, can be replicated is a Medici family secret. You see, the custody of the bank changes. Every few weeks, a new Medici child is given responsibility. And so, it's never quite certain which of the Medicis has the master key at any given point.
Intriguing. Did the ownership change coincided with the bank being closed, perhaps?
I do believe you've made that connection. A true alchemist you are.
Yeah, I have the alchemist brain.
You have the alchemist brain. This could be our new handshake. It's not really a handshake, but this could be. We could add this to the code.
That can be added to the full
We can
metal.
add this. You have to say
Yes.
full metal.
Full metal.
Doing this.
Yeah.
Yes,
They're
yes.
tapping their temples and pointing at the screen for everyone.
Yes. Oh, for the listeners who
Oh,
aren't
oops.
who can't see the thing that Ari and I are doing. Yes, yes. This is good. Alchemy grows stronger as a discipline every day.
And it shall grow even bigger, except for the tenet of not making gold.
Not making gold. The day someone figures out how to turn metal into gold, 'tis the day glasses are invented that block out the sun.
That is a tenet that some people in our arts have not followed correctly. So if you happen to hear if the key is in the possession of a certain flick, you should let me know.
Anything for my full metal brother. Yes, yes. I do hope to see you again. Word on the street is there's a party on Friday, hosted by oh dear, what was the name that I was told? Aurelio Quique Hueso Canaca.
What?
Yes, yes, he's hosting a party, I believe.
Who
I
told
believe,
you this? Was it Flick?
No, no. Although Flick is, I think, going.
What? Who told you this?
I was told by Michelangelo.
What? Thank you. This has been a very productive conversation. I have to undo some damage created by somebody worse than the damage that creating gold can make.
But wait, tell me your name so I can invite you to the party.
No, that's okay. I'm just gonna see what is going on with this party, which it's non-existent. By the way, spread the word, tell your friends.
What?
There's no party hosted.
But if I didn't know about the code being changed today and this party was a
No,
fake,
it's a ruse.
what's real anymore?
I don't know. I am sorry for shattering your worldview in such a way. You should channel this energy to make some more creative diagrams about things like the human body. I don't know. Just channel this energy.
Now I have to draw the human body with a no party sign through it for Friday.
Yes, please share that. Tell your friends.
No party. There's no party on Friday. Leonardo has become the town crier. He's going around. He's really killing the mood. Not as much as Michelangelo does by just speaking, but he is killing the
Excellent.
mood.
Quique will also start screaming that there's no party on Friday, even though he
walks away.
crashed the wedding, so nobody will even know who this guy is.
Nobody even knows him here because he wasn't invited.
No, but he's still just saying that there's no party on Friday. Please do not come.
It would be quite inconvenient if people went to your abode right after a big heist, wouldn't it? I will say, Yayo, you did not really strike me as the thieving type.
Quique will turn look at Mateo, just still checking him out, but also being...
I'm where Leonardo was. I'm just in his seat where he was sitting earlier. Yeah, doing that, just flicking the coin through my fingers as I talk. Can't you alchemists just spin whatever nonsense into gold anyway?
Where did you get that coin, my sir?
Oh, this coin?
Yes, Mr.
Well, today I believe I'm going by Aurelio Enrique Ueso Canaca.
Excuse me? There's only one of me, and it is not you. I am the real Aurelio. Where did you get this coin? Are you the true thieving type? And he's thinking a little bit like Squidward. Oh no, he's hot as he approaches him a little bit. So he's gonna back up a little bit.
Well, you're certainly not the detective type.
I'm not the detective type. Sir, please, I have a notebook. I have a lot of hints and notes. And why did you even steal my coin anyway? Are you the one that has been saying there's a party at my house? Do I know you? Are you in cahoots with Flick?
Mateo, who at this point was getting kind of bored, perks up with the name Flick. Am I? Well, I just assumed you were in cahoots with Flick.
That I was in cahoots with Flick? I hate that guy. He likes to turn things into gold, and that is one of the negative rules of alchemy. You can't make things into gold.
Yes. Definitely no ulterior motives that bring you here, right? Pure invitation? All of that?
Well, I would like to see your invitation as well, Mr. Nameless. You're asking a lot of questions, and you don't seem to be answering any of mine. I hope this doesn't become a trend or anything.
Yes. Well, I will say, despite all of your assertiveness, sir, I did in fact have a date here, so, already taken on that front. And I want to do a cutaway gag to, at the Punch Bowl, the Mona Lisa, but just with like a sad frown, silently drinking punch to herself. Because I forgot, as a vampire, I have to be invited in.
Oh my god, that's right.
Oh, that's right. I love that I reference the Mona Lisa as one of Leonardo's art, and now there's an actual Mona Lisa. Well, I guess there was a model.
I was her rebound after Leonardo, but I just needed her to get in.
Quique will not blush, because it's not about oh no, he's hot kind of thing at the mention of a date. I would like to date and chill. If you know what I mean. But he is actually just going to say, yes, so you did came as a +1? Well, what makes you think that I didn't come as a +1?
Well, I'm pretty sure he's the reason. Why not? And I want to spend 1 AP to make something appear in the scene.
Okay. Is it gonna be Lionel?
Whoever is in charge of the guest list, I want to be charging up to Quique, because he has now heard that Aurelio Enrique Ueso Canaca, who was not invited, is at this party.
Oh no.
And as he walks up, I'll just say, if you'd like to talk more, I'll catch you once you, take care of whatever this is.
We're not done talking here, sir.
Oh, but I believe we are.
I still don't know your name.
Excuse me. Hi, Aurelio Hueso Canaca? Oh, I'm sorry, I probably didn't get the whole name. Sorry, I'm just such a mess right now.
Oh, yeah, that's actually, that's not me. It's actually, you see the guy that just left over there? He has an introduction coin with his name on it. Kind of weird guy, who carries their ID in a coin, right?
Aurelio Hueso Canaca? Okay, Mr. Canaca.
As he says, has a coin, I'm going to look back at Quique, wink, wave my fingers, and spend another AP to say that I slipped the coin back into Quique's pocket.
How many APs do you have?
I have 3, baby!
Why?
Because I started with 1 and I failed 2 rolls.
Oh, that's right.
I'll use up both of these to count it as an insta-success. Actually, can I say that I slipped it the equivalent of behind Quique's ear?
Oh my god. It just clatters to the ground.
I'm upset at how clever that was. Quique will say under his breath, fuck, that was so clever.
I'm really confused. So you are Aurelio Hueso Canaca?
Listen, kid, you seem like you're really doing a great job here in this really thankless job ushering the wedding. I'm really
Yeah, it is really thankless job.
Yeah, I think you're doing great, doing all of these due diligence, asking people if their name is Aurelio, whatever.
Oh, well, no, that's who I'm looking for. So
that's great. You're doing your great due diligence here. I really I admire a hard-working individual such as yourself. I will help you look for this interloper. So if you go in one direction and I go in this other direction, we can both find the culprit, the person that isn't supposed to be at the party.
Oh my gosh, so you will help me?
Who apparently is hosting a party, which I think also should be stopped. So if you ask people around if they know this guy, you should also tell them that there's no party, that he's not hosting any party either.
But you will help me find the culprit?
I will, for sure. It's all good, kid.
Thank goodness. Okay, because when I lost the key, I just...
You lost the key? You lost what key?
I just didn't know that it went, I just didn't know where it went. And is this...
What's your name, kid?
Oh, I didn't introduce myself. Sorry, Luigi Medici.
Luigi Medici.
Yeah, my twin Medici is the one who got married today.
Oh yeah, that was a lovely wedding. It seems
I'm the best man. That's why
Fuck you.
I'm running everywhere.
Fuck you.
Mario and Luigi Mario.
I didn't want to just take Mario, so I made him Medici. Luigi Medici was too good to pass up.
Luigi Medici. Okay. Yeah, I am not the skeleton you're looking for, but...
Oh, you aren't? Because Leonardo da Vinci highly recommended you.
Me?
Uh-huh. Just a few seconds ago, he came and he was asking about keys, and I got really, really nervous, and he's gonna, pull you to, a shadowy corner. See, it was my turn to watch the key, and I lost it.
Lost the key. Don't worry, kid. I will help you find both the interloper to this party and your key for free. How awesome is that?
Really? Because I was going to offer you so much money from the bank.
Well, if there's any, did I say free? It's a free, but donations for good work are always appreciated in this day
because
and age.
what I can offer you though is that I won't kick you out of this party because you're not technically on the guest list. I'm sorry. That's what my dad told me.
Is he holding the guest list right now?
Yeah, it's just his hands are just sweating so hard, holding these floppy wet papers in his hand.
Can I take a look at the guest list to say a random name that's in there? That's me.
Yeah.
My name is Medici.
That's Medici. I almost said that.
I came here with my brother, Medici.
Medici. My name is Lionel. Lionel
Canaca. Okay, so I'm really so you're not okay.
No, that's not me. Sorry for that misunderstanding. It's confusing because for what I understand, he's also a skeleton, and I know, it's a little bit confusing with us having not a lot of distinguishing features being bone and all. We have to be based on clothing and other such things. But I am in fact Lionel Canaca, the one skeleton that is in the guest list, if you can see it here. And I am not the culprit that you're looking for. But definitely it is me,
Lionel.
Anyways, kid, I will help you find your key.
Yeah, my key.
Yes, that's the important thing. That's the thing.
To the bank,
You seem like a really good, hardworking kid. As I say, you're doing great. And all I want is to help you. So help me help you by helping me with finding your key.
That sounds like a lot of help, and that's honestly what I need.
Yes, so.
Okay.
Any place where you saw your key last. If it was while walking next to somebody called Flick, or next to a very good-looking, but also kind of mysterious-looking individual with a tendency to pickpocket, you should tell me those details, kid.
Well, let's see, I had it before the wedding. And then I think that I felt it in my pocket during the toasts.
You had it there.
When we were all toasting my brother Medici. And I think I went around to greet everybody, and then after that, I felt my pocket and didn't have it anymore.
So it was when you were greeting people. I see. So there is a chance that there might have been some pickpocketing involved from either Flake or that other mysterious individual. Or it just fell through the floor.
Oh God, what if it fell through the floor? Oh no, I'm never gonna. That's the only master key we have. I mean, we have the other 4 original keys, but I don't know where those are. And if we don't have the master key to get in, that's like, it's just that the bank has been closed because I've been too nervous to open it. I didn't really want to be in charge of the bank for this week. Usually it's my twin brother, Medici, but they were like, Luigi, you gotta step up. And I was like, okay. And I did, and look what happened. Although I guess maybe if I had just opened the bank, none of this would have happened. But I just, there's like a lot of money in there. A lot of it's my family's, but some of it belongs to other people. And finance is a really delicate system. A lot of things can really upset the financial balance of an institution. These are all things you don't really need to know, but I need to know because I've been learning them over the last several days when I had to take responsibility for the bank.
Sir, I'm an accountant. I want my specialty.
Roll to lie that you're an accountant. I am holding you to this.
I want my skill for this adventure.
Damn it.
To be
fine.
Being an accountant.
Fine.
Just to land that joke.
Fine.
See what you have money.
Quique's skill is in accounting today.
Yeah, you're the accountant, the official accountant for the Alchemist Coven.
Alchemist Coven.
Yes.
An owl-countant.
An owl-countant.
Sounds like an owl accountant.
An alchemist.
Yeah, I understand the way the financial system can be toppled as an accountant, an alchemist accountant. Especially when people try to dabble on things like making gold and then making fake gold that is not the actual pure gold, and then the system can be fully upended by those things. So I fully understand the problem. But you're telling me that the bank wasn't open all along because you didn't open it.
That's yeah.
I'm gonna make a note on my thing. That's fine, but you still lost the key, so I think that there's something going on here, something afoul. I think somebody might have taken that key on purpose to do some mysterious things. So I will help look for this key.
Thank you, Lionel.
What? Yes, that's me. Yes, correct. Yeah, like
Lionel. Okay.
Yeah, that's me. And again, if you find the actual interloper of this party, or if you're looking for him, please spread the word. There isn't any party that he's hosting. He should not be hosting any parties when he's not invited to weddings. That's against the law of weddings.
Oh yes, Mr. Kanaka. Yes. Okay.
You can't host parties when you're not invited to weddings.
I can tell everybody that.
Excellent. Thank you, my good Sir Luigi. I will start investigating where this key might be. And I want to look for Matteo to see if he pickpocketed a key.
Where you at, Matteo?
As soon as Luigi turns away, you fascinate me, thief.
That's like a little, oh God, he's right here.
The Medicis are just so immensely wealthy that, one would nearly need to do a heist if they simply accepted the fees that were presented for a key that presumably the thief had also stolen. So there must be something other than money. The flame starting to burn a hole in the hat. There must be something other than money that you're after.
Also, you fascinate me too. You say good points. But you also are the thief.
Me, the thief? No, absolutely not. I have no interest for money.
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to buy with it? Food? There are things far tastier here.
Winks at
looking straight at Quique.
Quique will do a little wink at that flirt line. That probably wasn't a flirt line, but...
This is just how Matteo is. Matteo just oozes the sexual energy. This is just who he is as a man.
I mean, he's a vampire. They kind of...
I was about to say. Vampires are known for that.
Yeah, well, I guess for the purposes of solving this, since you also seem oddly interested in getting to the bottom of this bank mystery, but I also don't fully trust you yet, despite your flower language. I think I will keep an eye on you, and in order to do that, we can work together. That way, if you're planning on doing something, I'll have you. What do you say, Mr.
M. He lifts up the hat and he winks with his burning eye. And if you prove to be more useful and trustworthy yourself, maybe you'll get the second letter.
That's a challenge that I'll accept, M.
Anyways, yayo, shall we away?
What did you call me?
Yayo?
Yayo. Intriguing. You know my full name, but I'll accept that name from you. It's kind of funny. I have the long name and you have the very abridged one. Maybe we complement each other in this mystery.
I'm gonna get super close, right next to your ear.
Oh boy.
Hot.
So are you done flirting? Can we actually solve the case now?
Oh. Quique will just he will get very hot temperature-wise. Because as a skeleton, you can't sweat, I guess. So he's just all hot and be like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so the shape just came to me in a dream, and so I punched it into the rock, and it was like divinity itself was channeling through it into my hands, and I named that statue David.
Catching up. Oh. I named it Catching Up.
And then I thought I could make a podcast.
Before she catch up to the statue.
Catching Up David already exists in this universe.
Yeah,
Hallie is in universe, a part of Catching Up David.
I am messing with the timeline so hard. History, what is it? I don't know.
Are we finding any information from these turtles?
I really do want them to just be turtles, and this is just never brought up until the very end. And he's like, you knock Michelangelo on his back, and he's stuck on his turtle shell.
Get there because...
No, hear me out, Ari. You know alchemy. I want to turn these men into turtles.
Good.
By the end of this adventure.
That is not one of the forbidden rules of alchemy.
It's not.
It's not.
Neither is inviting Michelangelo to your house. You're welcome.
God. You just made life so much worse for Quique.
Yep.
And he doesn't even know it.
Nope.
Well, who's your friend? What's his name?
I could say something that would be really cheesy and really bad.
I support it.
Well, I can't lie to you about it. It's I have always wanted to call him Lionel. Always wanted to call him that. Lionel just now goes by this fake nickname that Mateo made up for him decades ago because he likes Quique.
Like, it's not surprise. It's not his real name. He's just Lionel now because Mateo.
Oh my god.
The tangled web.
So that's not his actual name all along?
The tangled web we weave. Yes, I do quite a bit of secretive work. I, Leonardo da Vinci.
God, why does he sound like Alan Rickman?
Yes, I'm Alan Rickman, Leonardo da Vinci. Am I a turtle? No one will know. He seemed quite despondent. Mm-hmm. And not because he was talking to Michelangelo at the beginning.
Everybody would turn a little bit despondent after that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It was there's a word for it, and I'm a scientist, and I know it. It was a
conundrum.
I know this word, and we're going to sit here until I remember.
So secretive and mysterious, Leonardo. You have the words.
It was
for everything.
A confounding factor. There we go.
I like how this voice is steadily going from Alan Rickman to JFK from Clone High.
No, shut up. It's really consistent.
Nothing bad ever happens to the
To the
Kennedys.